What exactly is USCIS Form I-90, and what purposes does it serve? USCIS Form I-90, also known as the Application to Renew or Replace Permanent Resident Card, serves as the official document for seeking the renewal or replacement of a green card. If your green card is approaching its expiration date, has already expired, or has been lost, stolen, damaged, or destroyed, among other circumstances, it is imperative to submit Form I-90 to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS. Who is required to submit Form I-90? Not every individual holding permanent residency is obligated to submit Form I-90 for the issuance of a new permanent resident card, commonly known as a green card. Below is a comprehensive breakdown distinguishing those who should and should not proceed with filing Form I-90. Who is eligible for Form I-90? Form I-90 is predominantly utilized by most permanent residents seeking to renew or replace their green cards. This encompasses individuals whose 10-year green cards are either expired or are due to expire within the next 6 months. Additionally, permanent residents facing circumstances such as loss, theft, damage, or complete destruction of their green cards find it necessary to submit Form I-90. Refer to the subsequent list for specific scenarios necessitating the completion of Form I-90. Who is ineligible for Form I-90? Individuals holding a conditional green card, which is valid for a 2-year period, must adhere to an alternative procedure for replacing it with a permanent green card valid for 10-year renewable intervals. This alternative procedure is commonly known as removing the conditions on the green card. For those with a conditional marriage-based green card, the appropriate form is Form I-751, officially titled the Petition to Remove Conditions on Residence. Similarly, individuals who obtained U.S. permanent residence through investment in a U.S. business should use Form I-829, officially named the petition by entrepreneur to remove conditions on permanent resident status. How to complete Form I-90, a comprehensive guide. In this segment, we will delve into the details of each section of Form I-90. Official instructions for Form I-90 can be accessed on the USCIS website under Filing Options. Before we proceed, let's establish some fundamental guidelines. If a particular question is not applicable to you, indicate not applicable, meaning not applicable, in the designated space. If your response to a question is 0, express it as none. For those completing a paper Form I-90, answers must be typed or written in black ink, ensuring accuracy to avoid potential delays and additional costs. Form I-90 Instructions. Part 1. Information about you. This section primarily seeks basic personal details such as your name, parents' names, birth date, and gender. However, there are some less obvious queries to consider. Alien Registration Number, A number. Locate this number on your green card. USCIS Online Account Number, distinct from the A number, find this on your profile page if applicable. Legal name change. If your name changed post receiving the green card, e.g., due to marriage, select Yes for Item 4, complete Item 5, and provide supporting documents like marriage certificates or divorce papers. Mailing and physical addresses. Differentiate between your living and mailing addresses. If someone else receives mail on your behalf, include their name in line 6.a. If both addresses are the same, leave Item 7 blank. Note, green cards won't be mailed to non-U.S. addresses, so plan ahead if you'll be out of the country. Class of admission. For Item 14, indicate how you obtained your green card using the 3-character immigrant code found on current green cards under category, like IR1 or CR1. Dates. When entering dates, e.g., date of admission, date of birth, use the standard U.S. format, mm/dd/YYYY. These guidelines ensure a meticulous completion of Form I-90, preventing potential complications and ensuring a smooth process. Section 2. Application Category. Choose the appropriate item number that best aligns with your residency status: permanent resident, holding a regular green card, commuter resident, a Canadian or Mexican resident working in the United States, or conditional resident, holding a 2-year marriage-based green card as a spouse or a 2-year green card as an investor. If you fall into the conditional resident category, please note that a different form, not Form I-90, is required for completion. Refer to the section Who needs to complete Form I-90 for guidance. Depending on the category you select, you will be directed to either Section A or B, where you will specify the reason for applying for a new card. This could be due to various circumstances such as the loss of your green card or the discovery of inaccurate information on it. Section 3, Application Processing Details. Item 1 pertains to the location where you initially submitted your green card application, which should be either a U.S. consulate or embassy or a USCIS office. Item 2 seeks information about the approval location of your green card, typically mirroring the response provided for Item 1. Item 3 requires details about your intended residence and the port of entry, POE, you used when arriving in the United States. For example, if you were relocating to Seattle from Spain but first landed in New York City, you would indicate Seattle for 3. A, and New York City as your POE for 3.8.1. If you have a history with immigration court, a thorough explanation is necessary. In instances where evidence of your U.S. permanent residence is unavailable, it is advised to seek legal counsel before proceeding. If you have ever relinquished your green card status to reside outside the United States, it is recommended to consult with an immigration attorney before completing Form I-90. Ethnicity and racial classifications, exploring diverse identities. Hispanic or Latino refers to individuals with cultural or ancestral ties to Cuba, Mexico, Puerto Rico, South or Central America, or other Spanish backgrounds, irrespective of their racial identity. Please note that this category is specifically categorized under ethnicity in item number 6. White encompasses individuals whose origins trace back to the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. Asian encompasses individuals with roots in the original peoples of the Far East, Southeast Asia, or the Indian subcontinent, including but not limited to Cambodia, China, India, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Pakistan, the Philippine Islands, Thailand, and Vietnam. Black or African American denotes individuals with origins in any of the black racial groups from the continent of Africa. American Indian or Alaska Native pertains to individuals with roots in the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America, who maintain tribal affiliation or community attachment. Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander describes individuals with ancestral connections to the original peoples of Hawaii, Guam, Samoa, or other Pacific Islands. Item number 8. Height. Indicate the values corresponding to your height in feet and inches. For example, if you stand at 5 feet and 9 inches, select 5'4" feet and 0.94 inches. Do not input height in meters or centimeters. Item number 9. Weight. Input your weight in pounds. If your weight is unknown or falls below 30 pounds or exceeds 699 pounds, enter 000. Avoid using kilograms for weight entries. Item number 10. Eye color. Choose the option that most accurately represents the color of your eyes. Item number 11. Hair color. Select the option that best characterizes the color of your hair. Section 4. Assistance for individuals with disabilities and/or impairments. This section is designated for individuals with disabilities or those requiring assistance to complete the application. If, for instance, you anticipate needing help during your biometrics appointment due to a disability, use this space to request specific accommodations and provide an explanation of the assistance required. Sections 5 to 7, Applicant's Declaration, Contact Details, Certification, and Endorsement. It is imperative for you to comprehend that the act of affixing your signature to this document carries legal significance. Should you have sought assistance in completing Form I-90, it is crucial to declare in this segment whether an interpreter and/or attorney aided you, requiring their signatures and pertinent personal information. Section 8, Supplementary Details. If you necessitated extra space for responding to inquiries in the preceding sections of Form I-90, you can record or transcribe such information in this space. Should this page prove insufficient for your responses, you have the option to append separate sheets of paper. Ensure that your name and a number, if applicable, are prominently featured at the header of each sheet. For every query warranting additional information, clearly denote the page number, section number, and item number. Lastly, remember to affix your signature and date on each supplementary sheet. How to initiate the application process. For online application, begin by either creating a new USCIS online account or logging in if you already possess one. Follow the provided instructions. Fill out the digital form I-90 as part of the online application process. Upload the necessary supporting documents. Refer to the list below to identify the required documents. Thoroughly review your responses and affix your electronic signature. If applicable, make the required payment through pay.gov. Submit your completed online form I-90. Details on the subsequent steps can be found in the section titled What Happens After Filing Form I-90. For mail-in application, download and duly complete a hard copy of Form I-90. Refer to the section titled How Do I Fill Out Form I-90 for general instructions. Prepare a check, money order, or complete a credit card authorization form, details provided below, to cover any applicable fees. Assemble all supporting documents required for your application. See the list below. Dispatch your renewal or replacement application, including Form I-90, supporting documents, and payment, if any, via mail to USCIS, details below. Mailing address information. If submitting a paper Form I-90 through mail, send your completed form, supporting documents, and payment, if applicable, to the corresponding address based on your chosen shipping method. Through the U.S. Postal Service, USPS. USCIS. P.O. Box 21262. Phoenix, Arizona, 85036. Through DHL, FedEx, or UPS. USCIS. Attention, I-90. 1820E, Sky Harbor, Circle S, Floor 1. Suite 100. Phoenix, Arizona, 85034. What occurs following the submission of Form I-90? Upon receipt of your application for green card renewal or replacement, encompassing Form I-90, accompanying documentation, and payment, if required, USCIS will furnish updates via mail and establish an online account for you, if not already created. These notifications will comprise a confirmation letter acknowledging the receipt and acceptance of your application by USCIS. A biometrics appointment letter, dispatched within 1 to 2 weeks after USCIS receives your application, outlining the location and time for fingerprinting, photography, and signature capture if necessary. In the event that USCIS necessitates additional documentation or information, a request for evidence, RFE, letter will be issued. It is imperative to respond promptly and upload the required materials to your USCIS online account by the specified deadline. A decision letter will be issued, indicating whether your Form I-90 has been approved or denied. Upon acquiring all essential information and approving your application, USCIS will dispatch your new green card within the provided timeline, although occasional delays may occur. For individuals with a pending I-90 form filed prior to September 26, 2022, USCIS will dispatch a modified receipt notice, extending the validity of the green card for 24 months beyond its expiration date.